He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's going to be a good one on EA Sports.
Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico with Greg Olsen, week 2 of the season. Greg, as you get the season going, you want to get that first game under your belt. Now, it almost feels like all the build-up is past. Now we're looking ahead to this long marathon of a regular season.
Absolutely, and this is really where you fall into the pace of the NFL season. All off-season.
Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. And this one goes out of bounds on the opening kickoff. That is a rough start for the kicker and his team as the ball's going to come out to the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Love. Open man downfield. It's Hockenson. He's still on his feet. And he will go all the way. T.J. Hockenson, touchdown Vikings. His first touchdown of the new campaign. And, Greg, that is the way you love to start one of those games. Get off the bus, get on the field, get in the end zone. The road team with the first 6 of this one.
And you can just see, Mike, it takes a lot of the air out of the stadium. And this crowd, they're fired up, start of the game, trying to make their presence felt. And the opposing team goes all the way down for an opening drive touchdown. That's an ideal way to start when you find yourself on the road.
This taken at the 5. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. This crowd ready in anticipation. They're on. The field for the first time. They're led out by the man who won a national title at Alabama. Quarterback's the former first-round pick, Mac Jones.
Here we have a guy, Mike, just really coming off a tremendous outing last week. It seemed like everything was working for him in that win. The early rhythm he was able to establish, he rode that to the final whistle. They had an answer for everything the defense threw at him, and if he continues to stay one step ahead and continues to protect the ball at this rate, this is going to be a hard group to beat.
Throwing on first down is Jones. A dive and a catch. Incredible. How about this one, too, to start the drive? Mark him off with a gain of 24 and another first down. Working from the gun, it's Jones. Calvin Ridley was the intended receiver. It's second down. Here's a handoff to Barkley. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. That's Charvarius Ward, able to make the play. They need 8 as they come up for third down. Shotgun now for Jones. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Now here's Aaron Jones. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. You get a look there at his numbers on the ground from a week ago. Second and 7. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He'll get this to... He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And the defense has it.
You know, Mike, with the importance being placed on yards after the catch, we're seeing more and more guys really emphasize turning into a runner as soon as possible. And, of course, it's a critical part of today's modern offense. But the part you have to remember, the yards are never more important than protecting the ball, so it needs to continue to be stressed. Yes, we want the big explosive play after the catch, but never at the expense of the ball.
They'll come up here, first and 10. Moore going in motion. And despite his best efforts to get away, ultimately, he goes down behind the line. After the loss of 3, it is second and 13.
Here we go, get set.
Slot man in motion left.
Hi.
From the gun, it's Jones. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Omaha.
Throwing is Jones on third down. And that is incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on third down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these third down conversions. So you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
On now, it's Will Lutz to try the field goal. The spot is at their own 49, making this a 61-yard attempt.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
So following the field goal, Lutz is back out to kick it away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Vikings offense ready to see what they can do. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with first and 10. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. Oh, he coughs up the football. And this is taken in by the defense.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
On second down, Barkley. And he'll lose big yardage on this one, trying to get to the edge. Instead, steps out of bounds well behind the line.
Here we go, get set.
On third and long, it's Jones. And that is incomplete.
So the defense comes out in a cover 2 shell. And what that means, Mike, is the 2 safeties are going to split the field in half. One guy has one half, and the other guy has the other. There are abilities to get down the middle of the field, especially if you have speed. But really where you can attack it is they don't have enough guys to defend all of the underneath zones, and if you run the right concepts with the right quarterback, you can pick them apart. And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Here comes Aaron Jones and the Viking offense as they take over once more. They trail by 2 and will start this drive with 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. Here's Love. It is complete. He finds Lockett. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. From the gun, it's Love. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
The home team's offense ready to take over once more. The lead is 2, and they're going to try to make something happen here, starting with a 1st and 10. And he's fighting to get free. A lot of work there for a gain of 3. There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory. They face 2nd down and 7.
Omaha, set.
Moore going in motion. They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. That's a nice run, taking it up past the 30-yard line. Throwing, Jones. Short pass taken in by the tight end. One quarter. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Omaha, set. Great time.
Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. Call it a gain of 13. That's enough for a 1st down.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that can all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Thrown quickly. That's Moore on the RPO. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Now Jones. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. A big play there. 31 yards. Play action now. It's Jones. 1st down throw there is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Omaha, set.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Hi.
Jones to the air again. That is hauled in at the 5. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense.
Good blocking, and he's in. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Dragons. The kick by Lutz is good. And the Dragons will make it a 2-score game as they are now up 9. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. The Vikings offense make their way out to take over once more. They trail here by a couple of scores. The margin is 9. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The defense has got it. Oh, yeah.
Every team in the league, they work on scoop and score, and they got the scoop part right. I'll tell you what, he had a lot of lead blockers out in front of him. They were trying to get their buddy into the end zone for 6, but he's going to come up.
And he's in. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Dragons. That's his second touchdown of this one, and he's got a half dozen for the year. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. The Vikings offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores. Now a loose football. The defense has it.
You know, it's amazing, Mike, that guys still end up fumbling the ball because I can tell you from experience, the first 15 minutes of every offensive practice is ball security circuit, and that could be a combination of multiple things. How to go to the ground without getting loose to the ball, almost like the art of falling. It could be running over bags or through bags as guys take swats at the ball trying to knock it out. There are so many ways to simulate what the game is like because at the end of the day, if you want to win in the NFL, protecting the ball is the #1 priority, and it cannot be stressed enough.
He'll let this go towards the end zone.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
And he will score again. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Dragons. 3 touchdowns in this one. He now has 7 for the year. And make it 3 touchdowns now. Remember, he caught the one earlier. That his second rushing touchdown of the game.
And, Mike, this is what every offense is searching for out of the running back position. Can you impact the game equally on the ground as you can through the air? And that's exactly what this guy has done so far today.
And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The visitors' offense and Aaron Jones set to take over once more. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. That's to Robinson. He's got it. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. Love to throw. That's caught left side by Hockenson. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down. Love going to give this one to Jones. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. On 2nd down, Love. Over the middle, that's the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. First and 10. Now Love. That is brought in at the 10. And he will score. T.J. Hawkinson. Touchdown, Minnesota. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations